nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 6 yards.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He can run for it, and he will. 20! Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
40 got. Push him back. Rush in.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
50 seconds, come on. It's been a long day for you. Hey, 70. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Yeah, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
So that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Jackson.
They gave up the complete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Flowers in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here's McKissick. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Devon Kennard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Lions' 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, switch gears.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They will run it. It's McKissick. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the...
They go to Johnson again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing to Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. And they've under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jared Davis. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
57's right. Got to do better.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
57.
Stafford going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, you got deep? Let's 57. 57's mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here." And do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you and I, we just looked at each other. Kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out. And that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New England Patriots. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, that line 20. Mike Bobo. I got you. Grip. Hey, second.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
250. 58, come on. Watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Zero. 80. Check pass. Check pass. Check it out.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
59. 58. Right over there.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
260. Watch the safety creep. Zebra.
brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Keep it up, guys. White. Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Mike, 58. 40 got. 40 got. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Monday. Go 50 inch the mic.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
25, check 25.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Give me some. Here we go. Switch. Mike spot 4.
2nd down and goal. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Now watch one.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
My 7. Regular.
On play action, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Into the red zone, it's Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number. Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told them wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys, bring it up. Blue 60, 50, 50. I got him. He's
the first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 50. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check 3.
Stafford now to throw. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Jones has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First down.
Set. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Set. 180. Check 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
To throw is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
Big stop, let's go! No.
We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check, block 54, block 54. Come on, you better bring it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Set, lady.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming.
To throw again. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. no-brainer for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
49ers nothing. Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Niners take over at their own 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go. 20. Check.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Levine Toilolo there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Lions 10, 49ers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
26-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 32.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do get him down, but not. Before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Roberts, complete. They find some open field here. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Seth Roberts, 47 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 13.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 7.
Set. Hey, 50. Lady. Tighten up. Tighten up. 59.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
48 for Mike.
Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab as they are now on their stand. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22, being chased out left. Roberts has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Watch the boot. He's checking.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 79 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
10. Go. Recon.
And they start the second half with Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Middle. Double right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Taking it right down Broadway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Slant 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Jackson looking to throw on third. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Hey, watch it.
On first down, it's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mark the 48 right now. Let's go. Blue down, blue down. 48, 48's Mike, 48's Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam. 50, 50.
Here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
53, ready. Line 36, line 36. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch 36.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. And he's got some space here. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Monday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught by Jones. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Curse. And he's going to be taken.
Mm-hmm.